Last summer, 23-year-old Iryna was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. Mrs. Zarutska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Iryna. I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there.
The mother of that Ukrainian refuge murdered by that repeat offender, out on no cash bail in North Carolina, breaking down into tears last night. The mother was, as you can see, as President Trump promises justice over these senseless murders. And Lawrence, the Dems did not stand up, and Donald Trump said, how do you not stand?
Unbelievable. It's true. Attorney General Pam Bondi was there, and she joins us now. Madam Attorney General, thanks so much for joining Fox and Friends this morning. Your immediate reaction to what Ainsley was just referring to. You got that mother. She's bawling because her daughter was brutally murdered on video, and the Democrats don't even stand.
Yeah, Lawrence, this is the stark contrast. They would not stand, the Democrats, for that beautiful young woman, Iryna Zarutska, who was killed, who was murdered on the subway. And here's the contrast. We are prosecuting the guy, the monster, and we are seeking the death penalty. That's the stark contrast between Donald Trump Republicans and the Democrats. They refuse to even stand for that victim. It was heartbreaking that Iryna's mother had to experience that. That should be nonpartisan.
Yeah, I appreciated last night not only these touching stories and reasons why Donald Trump has these laws. It's not because they want to say he's racist. It's because when you're here illegally, you should not have a driver's license. You see what happens when there's a crash, when you can't read the road signs, when you don't speak English, can't read English, and then you plow into this little girl. Her life has changed forever. Her parents have to take care of her forever. This lady leaves Ukraine and comes to America, and her child is throat slashed on a train in North Carolina because this guy is out on cash bail. Yeah. These are the kinds of things they want to say he's racist. He really just loves Americans and is trying to protect families.
Ainsley, as you know, he loves America. President Trump has made America safe again, and that's what he's doing. And in turn, that makes Americans feel safe to go to work, to have jobs, to be able to go to church, to be able to function in our country and be safe. And that's what's driving our economy. Donald Trump making America safe. And that's why our economy is at a record high. We all know that, and it's safe. And, you know, we also had last night there Andy Wolf, and I've gotten to be very close with his mom, Melody. And you know something else, Ainsley, you'll appreciate this, what President Trump said, what's very different. We are a praying administration.
I loved that.
We all are. Our cabinet prayed before we went out there last night. We prayed for the president, we prayed for Congress, we prayed for the country. And that's because of Donald Trump. And that's what's making America safe. And, you know, Andy Wolf is a miracle. And seeing him standing there with his mom, Melody, she's such a proud mom. And I think I've spoken to you about this. They prayed so much about his health. President Trump talked to them on the phone with me many times. And he's just, he so deserved the Purple Heart, and so did Sarah's parents, who lost her life that day. President Trump is always going to keep Americans safe.
So the president gave everybody a choice last night. He said the first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. Stand up if you agree. And almost all the Democrats stayed seated. That's what you're up against on a daily basis, isn't it?
That's what we're up against every single day. Every single day, that's what we're up against. But as you saw, Donald Trump won't be deterred. We won't be deterred. We're going to protect Americans. You know, it's very simple. You should have an ID to vote in an American election. And if you're an illegal alien, you're not going to vote in our elections. And that's what the Democrats boo. That should frighten everyone.
And I'm sorry, Ainsley.
It's an 80-20 issue.
It's an 80-20, and the representative, Janelle Bynum, she was interviewed by C-SPAN. She said that part of the speech made her uncomfortable and that it was racist. Being an American, standing up for Americans, is now racist in this country, Attorney General. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.